Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sandra from Golf Americas. Thank you for joining us today, Tuesday, April the 15th. Oh, tax day. Wow. Okay. We're pretty moving along very quickly this year. Thank you all for being with us. We have a new and exciting destination to talk about. We're discovering some emerging destinations in Central America that I'm very curious and hoping to be able to learn more from them and see how we can learn about what golf opportunities they have um, that would show us more about the destination, the golf facilities, and any information that they can add to us. And I'm trying to get our guest speaker today. Ricardo is joining us from the Belize Golf Federation, and I'm trying to have him join us. How are you?
I'm all right, and you?
Great, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping us out with this conversation for today. I was just telling our audience that we're discovering an emerging destination in Central America, which is Belize. And I think everybody probably knows Belize as a very laid back, uh, probably beach, um, just relaxing, a place to go for a break. And nobody had thought of it as a golf destination. So I think you're really taking it one step at a time, but definitely into another route. Why don't you start a little bit by telling us about the Federation? When did it get
Uh,
started, and a little bit what are your goals and accomplishments up to now?
all right. One of the first, I need to do a little history of the golf here in Belize,
Okay.
so it comes up with everything to the federation. The course was built 24 years ago, but on in 2020, it was bought by new owners, which then the golf started to progress more in Belize. Before it was bought, we actually had two associations already built. That's a BGA that was formed in 24, and the BAGA is a Belize Golf Amateur Association, was built in 2010.
Okay.
When it was bought on 2020, that's where there was already talk about opening the federation due to the same thing that we're going to talk later about the Copa Volcanes. That was one of the reasons why we came up to the federation. In 2021, they appointed Saul Barrera as the chairman for the federation for the first time, I believe, getting noticed by all of the national sports council, the Ministry of Sports, and everything here in Belize.
Okay.
So everything started on 2021. So
Okay. 2021.
it's recently. After it was founded, 1 year later, the Females Association was formed. So right now, where the BGF is control of the three federations.
Oh, great. Okay. Now, how big is the golf community in a country like Belize?
Right now, we have approximately between the three associations, we have 86 active
Okay.
members, but that come every month, very active, performing tournaments, and let's say we probably have 120 people, actual golfers in Belize.
Okay. Excellent. Um, what are your activities in developing more golfers? And as we grow also then into talking about the annual event in Central America, which is Copa Los Volcanes. So how are you preparing for setting up and, and representing Belize for that event?
One of the things that we're doing right now is we're trying to, with the help of the golf course, the federation is getting trying to go to different businesses and companies to help them realize what is golf, because most people don't know what golf. National sports of Belize is football or basketball. So
Okay.
right now we're trying to implement this thing with a corporate package so that people could go try golf for free, have fun day, enjoy the day, and just build up to a better golf community.
Okay. Now, let's go a little bit back and give a little bit of history because everybody's going to notice your accent. Central America is known for being a Spanish-speaking region, and I'm talking to you here, and you have a little bit of a British accent. So can you give us a little bit of quick history in Belize so people can understand better your position there for the game of golf, as well as your relationship with the rest of Central America?
Well, technically, Belize is an English-speaking country. It's the only English-speaking country in Central America, which are part of the Central America and the Caribbean. So
Correct.
we have most of the people here in Belize tend to be Caribbean speaking. My first language is Spanish, so it gets mixed between the English and the Caribbean and the Spanish together at once. So my
Your accent is very different. Very different. So the reason also for inviting you is because Belize will be hosting the annual RNA initiative tournament that's called Copa Los Volcanes. It's held every year in a country in Central America. I know you shift around, and this time it will be Belize. Um, where exactly in Belize will the tournament be held? And can you tell a little bit about what has been already your participation in Copa Los Volcanes and what can we expect this year for this event?
so it's a tournament that has been played in Central America between the first year what happened in I think it's 2013
Mm-hmm.
or 2018. It's 2018, sorry, and it was Costa Rica.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's when officially they created this event just to promote the amateur players in the Central America to have a better standards of how we are and everything. So the Copa Volcanes will be happening here. It's 5 minutes away from the capital of Belize, which is Belmopan. The golf course is 5 minutes away, and we can say it's a very unique tournament, especially because it's more prioritized as a team competition.
Okay.
So each team from Belize to Panama, they're gonna bring in 5 players and 1 substitute. And each day it's a unique format. It's not just one single format. So from Saturday, Friday, Thursday, and Saturday, it's from the 5 players that are playing. They pick one individual card and 2 foursomes.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the round, they will choose who's gonna be the foursomes and who's gonna partner up and who's gonna be the individual. That's the 2 days from Friday, Thursday, and Saturday. On Friday, it's individual, but they will pick the best 3 scorecards of the team.
Okay.
And on Sunday, it's the big one that 5 of the scorecards will count for the team tally.
Okay. Is there an age consideration with
There,
this?
there is no age, but you have to be an amateur. So that means you can be a pro or anything like that. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no age. Like Belize has the lovely time for carrying I believe the oldest person in Copa Volcanes.
Okay.
He's our best player in Belize, so
You.
I believe he's gonna be 72.
Oh wow. Okay. Excellent. And is this children's, men's, and women, or it's everything composed?
It, it's I believe it's just there's just men,
Okay.
but teams do bring females on team for it. So far, we only have confirmation of 3 teams for females, which is Panama, El Salvador, no, Guatemala, and Belize. Which
Okay.
for the first time, Belize gonna be taking a females team to the Copa Volcanes.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Um, Now, tell us a little bit about the capital of Belize, Belmopan, that you just finished saying is about 5 minutes away from the golf course. Um, Tell us a little bit about, what activities the golf course area, what are your activities planned for the tournament?
Well, Belmopan is a very small little capital that we have. Just very um, peaceful, calm. Everything is around. It's close by and everything. It is in the center of Belize. So from there you can move on either to the beach areas, to the forest, to the mountains, to the Maya ruins. Um, Everything is located close by. The couple volcanoes will be hosted in Ignacio, which is like 35 minutes away from the golf
Okay.
course. And it's a small town where I live that is very peaceful. You can walk downtown, you can just be around and there will be no trouble or anything like that. So Belize is a very peaceful country.
Yeah, that definitely for sure. Okay. Now, once everybody gets there and you inaugurate it, what is the course that you're playing? Tell us now a little bit about the golf course.
Well, our course is a 9 holes golf course, which have two different tee boxes.
Okay.
There is no difference between female and male. Everything is just one tee box, either from 1 to 18.
Okay.
So, but the holes do have two different tee boxes, comparing from 1, 10, 11, and 2, 11. And we have, it consists of four par threes and five par fours.
Okay.
Some people might think it's a small course, which it is a small course, but it's a very challenging course. It's a very narrow course. So, and it's surrounded by nature. It's full of trees, hills, everything that you can find on a random spot of land that people build a golf
Right.
course.
So probably your course is very strategic layup and how to approach the green. I suppose you're not very wide open spaces. And how are you going to handle the amount of players that are going to be teeing off?
And first, I want to talk about the thing that you said about the strategic. We do have our favorite hole. It's the hardest hole of the course.
Okay.
It's the hole 8. It's at 260 yards. But before you reach the green, there is a 45 yards pond that you need to go over.
Okay.
So that depends on how well you play, or if you want to risk it to cross it over in one, reach the green in one, which it's doable, but the risk is really really high because
Sure.
there's out of bounds to the right, the other fairways to the left, trees all over, and it's like a little island that you need to
Okay.
land on.
Okay.
So it's a very, very, very difficult course.
Okay. Now, based on what you're describing, I suppose, and the advances that we have made in taking care of our golf courses, I suppose it's a very ecological environment. You're really talking about natural nature there. I mean, you probably build your course around the whole jungle layout, I suppose, no? What's your
Yes,
grass?
actually the golf course is surrounded by a river. So
Okay.
we do have the river that passes around the golf course or behind the golf course, we might say. So everything, it's actually a mountain. It's a very, very, very beautiful place, and it's like you said. We have trees, the forest. You can hear all different kind of birds around, especially when you're playing. You can hear the monkeys howling, and it's
Is it
sometimes you need to stop playing and just listen, and it's beautiful.
okay? Okay. What will be the biggest challenge then for these golfers as they arrive into your course for this tournament?
I think the biggest challenge, especially for the people outside, is to realize where to hit and not to hit.
Okay.
Because there's points on a golf course that you might go straight, but all of a sudden you see your ball bouncing to the left because there's something there, or there's a little hill or top that you don't see from far, or you haven't studied it yet, and you want to know the drops of each hole. So it's very. And I think you asked me about how we're gonna host all of the
Yes.
players. Well, we have hosted our biggest tournament that we have during the year. It's the Belize Open,
Okay.
and I believe 2 years ago we had our record of 70 players playing in a tournament
In a 9-hole course.
in a 9-hole course. We do a morning and afternoon tee off.
Okay. How long have you had the Belize Open?
Actually, the Belize Open started with the Belize Golf Association.
Okay.
Um, I believe we're hosting the 19th edition,
Excellent.
and we have before we hosted it here at the golf course, but eventually we were hosting it in Cancun.
Okay.
But since the owners of there was new owners of the golf course, we bring it back to here in Belize, and we have been hosting it for the past 4 years here in Belize.
Excellent. Where do the golfers come from? Are they all from Belize, or you get people from out of the country?
We get people from over the country. We have someone from Canada coming in. We have people from Spain playing in the Belize Open, from Guatemala, El Salvador. We have from the United States. We do invite. It's open for anyone that
And
wants to come.
what time
And
of the year is your Belize Open held?
it's in September.
Nice. And when is your rainy season? When is the best time for the course?
For rainy season, I'm not sure, but I know it's here, Belize. It's you can never know when it's raining or because just last week it was really hot and then it was pouring rain. It was like, oh, it's a cold front. How is it gonna be a cold front till the sun hot? But the ending of the year, it's when it's mostly raining. So I believe from June to February, I think that's the
Those are your heavier rainy months.
yeah.
Okay. And is your staff that do the maintenance or the course, are they trained from somebody that's knowledgeable in golf, or they just have the natural liking of nature and what they're fixing around for nature?
We have had someone come in, but before we didn't have anybody that teach them how to do everything. Everything is just you need to cut the grass this slow, you need to do this. Everything was learned, just like our golfers here in Belize. Everything was learned on videos or YouTube, and because for the first time in Belize history, we had officially had we brought in a golf pro in November.
Okay.
Argentinian from Argentina. His name is Nicolas
Okay.
Sorias. So he officially came in November, and that's the first time someone in Belize actually took classes in Belize about golf.
Wow. Excellent. I mean, I think it's wonderful what you've been doing, because you have really opened up a new horizon and new opportunities within the world of golf. How much has the game of golf changed? Um, I mean, you said the course opened in 2010, and now we're in 2025. How much has it grown since it was originally founded and going through the whole changes of new owners?
Uh, with the new owners, everything changed. As in, by the way, we actually do have a hotel there,
Okay.
so we do have cabanas so that people can stay and enjoy nature, play golf, come back to the room. So they do it they had been investing a lot of money on the golf. Again, inviting people to come play. We have ministries to come play just to try it all because no one ever knew.
Right.
We remodeled the whole structure there. We built a restaurant so you can even go dine, eat lunch. If you don't want to play, you can just spend the day there at eating while your partner's playing, or
Sure.
eat and then go walk afterwards. So it has been improving a lot with the new owners, and it just from where it was to now, probably golf is known more as like 70% more than it was known
Than it was
back then.
before. Now, something like worldwide known institution like RNA, I suppose that also helped build a certain base and help develop that curiosity from abroad. I mean, hosting a tournament like Copa Los Volcanes, in addition to getting people from Central America that would be able to go there to support you and go for the culture, the food, and all the other experience and play golf. And you yourself, with your efforts opening up a Belize Open, I mean, I think you've really have accomplished a lot with a 9-hole golf course. I mean, I think it's tremendous what we're listening to for, you know, for that kind of play that is being held there. You know, what other institutions have supported you in this growth, and where you're taking the course?
Um, the RNA has helped us a lot right now, especially where the BGF starting a kids program,
Right.
similar to the first tee that the United States have.
Yes.
So we're officially launching it in 2 weeks after Easter break.
Okay.
So we didn't want to disturb any parents from going from their Easter vacations or changing their plans. So we're hosting it after, and we're actually in communication with schools. The some of schools has given us the opportunity to open golf clubs in the school.
Excellent.
So we'll be going to the schools, having an hour with them, teaching them about golf, giving them small lessons and stuff like that. And on weekends, we will take them to the golf course. And the advantage of the kids is the golf course itself, it doesn't charge them from they're 16 and down. So
Excellent.
it's free.
So you're
It's
really
free for
opening the
them.
doors for the future.
It's free for them. They don't need to pay anything, or as long as they're accompanied by an
Okay.
adult, they're welcome to reach there. It's right now. I have my little son. He's 7 years old, and he just want to go practice and practice. So
That's the next Rory coming up. We already know how Rory began. Let me ask you as well, is the course walkable, or do you rely a lot on carts?
it is walkable. Most people play walking.
Okay.
We do have trollings. You could carry a bag. The only thing that we don't really have are caddies.
You don't
We don't
have
have
that.
that culture of. Right now, we're starting a program to develop caddies in Belize, but we don't really have that. The golf course recently bought golf carts like 2 years
Nice.
ago. So everything everything was walking, and
Were you taking consideration that 72-year-old Belize golfer when you got your carts? Or is he a
actually,
walker?
actually no, because he is a walker. And if you tell him, "Do you want to golf cart?" No, I'm
Excellent.
walking. You're like,
Well,
that's the only
you're
exercise he
going to
has.
have
So,
him a long time. He could probably be people's caddies as they start arriving there. He probably knows the course better than anybody else.
and that's funny about him. We did have our qualifier for the Copa Volcanes recently in March, and he was the top player here in
Okay.
Belize. It was actually 4 days, so he walked the 4 days,
Wow.
and, and he won everybody. You can even, I might even say nothing because I look bad too.
Yes. Well, he's probably the hero there, in your course. Excellent. Um, just finishing up, what's a good time of the year to visit Belize for golf? And what other like after golf activities do you have? I understand Belize has a tremendous Mayan culture. Do you have any of the Mayan archaeological sites easily accessible? I mean, can somebody go play golf in the morning, have a nice lunch, and then go out and discover what the destination has to offer?
Yes, they can. Like I tell you, around the golf course, we do have the river. So sometimes after the golf, you might go to the river to just cool off or spend a day. We have two Maya ruins close by, which is here in San Ignacio and going towards
Okay.
Guatemala. One of the biggest ones is it's Calpech and San Antonich. We have there's a lot of caves, cave tubing, and there's a zip lining close by. There's a lot of tours, horseback riding. It's whatever
So
jungle
the
stuff there. There's,
The whole trip could be very family oriented as well, because the course obviously, even though it's very strategic and you have to really analyze your shots, I suppose it's a fair course for kids. Families can go and really have a family environment there.
yeah.
Okay, good. What are you looking forward to with the Copa Los Volcanes? I mean, what would be your major achievement after this tournament?
One of our achievements is to what we're trying to do is we're hosting, since we're hosting it, we have connections with the television here in Belize. We want to not just have hosted, but we want to televise it out of Central America so that
Wow,
people can
excellent.
people can see it outside. If it's either through YouTube or any streaming ways, we want to broadcast that. So we are working together with the biggest company television company here, and they're gonna help us achieve that. If it is for the Belize Open, that's the only time it actually is televised. We have televised it, but just national.
Okay,
And we're trying to go international, and we're trying to create something big to show the sports in Belize, and especially to invite Belizeans to come here and watch and enjoy what we love to watch, which is golf. It's not just about hitting the ball in a hole, but
right.
it's just the talent, especially the talent out there that comes in, and you'll say, hey, I want to play like
Yes.
that. I want to achieve that goal too.
Well, I think it's amazing what you have accomplished up to now. I congratulate you and I congratulate the owners of the course. I wish the best of luck to the Federation with this tournament. I'm looking forward. Please let me know about how you're going to be broadcasting it. This is something I would definitely like to look into, and I would love to talk to you again in a couple of years to see where you have taken this 9-hole course and what are the achievements that have been made.
Thank you very much.
No, no, no. Well, thank you, Ricardo, very much for your time. I really appreciate all this information you shared with us, and I hope others get inspired. I mean, obviously, we can create golf in a piece of land, and a land that we can care for, nurture, and be able to share this wonderful game of golf.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope this was an eye-opening and something definitely to admire. Thank you, everybody. Good night.